Hello friends, and welcome to your October TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. I haven't done TarotScopes in a while, not the month ahead ones anyway. I have been sort of trying to figure out, I'm not a marketing guru, and I've been trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work and what everybody's looking for. So I tried a couple of things over September. I actually think I started the month before that. I started playing around with a couple of ideas and trying out different things and seeing what worked for you and seeing what gelled. And it seems like the monthly TarotScopes were really missed. So I decided to bring them back. I tried doing weekly TarotScopes, but a typed up version, a video version. I tried all sorts of things. I've been doing all sorts of experiments behind the scenes. And yeah, it looks like we're going to stick with the norm. So we're going back to our monthly TarotScopes. And I do hope that you are glad to see them, as I am glad to be recording them again. And I do hope that you enjoy, and I do hope that it gives you the guidance, the insight, the motivation and the enthusiasm that you need for the month ahead. So we're looking at the month of October. It is just crazy that we're looking at the month of October. It is like, I don't know where this year has gone. I sort of blinked for a minute and poof, it's gone. Absolutely crazy. I am going into what I call my busy season of the year. October, November, December, January are always the busiest times. And I do try and take a little bit of time off over December as well. And again, just having those thoughts is it's mind-blowing. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. But anyway, we are here to look at the month of October. So what I'm going to be doing, I have written out, I'm going to keep the readings a little bit shorter than usual, just so that it makes it easier for me to get through them all, because otherwise I have to clear like 3 days of my diary, and there's too many people who need their one-on-ones with me to be able to do that. So I'm keeping the readings a little bit shorter. I'm also hoping that it's going to be more relevant. I'm hoping it's going to be more appropriate, relevant, and sort of to the point, because let's be honest, not only am I busy, but you're busy too, and you don't necessarily have, you know, an hour to sit back and watch a video, as much as that would be amazing, but we have to be real. So I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. I'm going to be using 3 decks to do the TarotScopes for the month of October. The tarot deck that I've chosen to use is one of my absolute favorites. This is the Field Tarot. What I love about this deck is the artwork. I find the artwork is beautiful, but I also find that this deck speaks quite a hard truth. You know, it does have all the good feelings and stuff, but it's actually quite to the point. And because I'm looking to do to the point kind of readings, the Field Tarot works well. And anytime I'm doing client readings, I find I'm reaching for this deck more and more often, because it caters to everybody. It caters to everybody's likes and dislikes, and it just, to me, it seems to be pretty amazing. So I'm going to be working with the Field Tarot. The Oracle deck that I'm going to be working with is the Goddess Dream Oracle. Beautiful deck. And I do think it gives me what I need in an oracle deck. I don't need an oracle deck to give me too much information. I need a pretty picture, I need a key phrase and a keyword, and that's all I need. And this particular deck gives us exactly that. So Goddess Dream I'll be working with. And then I am very excited to use this month. I have not used this on my channel before. This deck was created by a beautiful soul, a friend of mine, a local, somebody from the KZN coast of South Africa, and she created this deck called Choosing Positivity. I do have a walkthrough of it on my channel, so if you want more information on it, do go and check that out. But I thought it would be actually quite nice to draw a card from this deck for each sign of the zodiac, to just see, you know, I am such a positivity advocate. I love joy, I love positivity, all of those kind of things. So I thought, let's try it out and see how it works. So I'm not going to babble on for much longer. Friends, you know what you need to do. If you enjoy the video, if you find it useful, helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Gosh, as some people say, smash that subscribe button. Please don't do that. I don't want you breaking any equipment. No phones, no tablets, no computers broken in the process, please. But yes, do please subscribe, hit that notifications bell, so that every time I do release content, you are first to get notified. And the other thing that I'm going to be doing this month is for those members of my motivated and activated tiers on the YouTube channel, they're going to get an extra reading as well. So there's going to be an individual reading for each sign of the zodiac plus a bonus reading for my motivated and activated channel members. So friends, I look forward to seeing you at your zodiac. Hello and welcome to my Cancerians. Welcome to your October TarotScopes. I have already shuffled and laid out all the cards on the table here, just to save you the torture of watching me shuffle, and also so that we could just get straight into the message, straight into the reading, and see what the month ahead has in store for you. So Cancerians, we're starting with our Choosing Positivity card. And this is going to give us or set the foundation or the theme for the month ahead. So October 2022, what is the theme for all of you this month? It says, choose to spend time recognizing all the brave things that you have achieved in your life. Make a list of all the times that you have been brave in your life. These are the chapters in your personal strength story. Keep it somewhere safe and refer to your list when you find that you need a boost to be brave in your everyday life. That's actually very interesting. Spend time recognizing all the brave things that you've achieved in your life. Because let's be honest, we don't do that. Let's be honest, you know, we once we've sort of gone past the situation where we needed to be brave, once we've moved past that, we sort of just tend to forget it, don't we? And then when the next thing happens and we think, oh, can I do this? I don't think I'm strong enough. I don't think I can. I don't think I'm capable, you know, and the self-doubt starts coming in. But if you actually consciously sit and write down a list of all the times where you have been brave in your life, I think you'd be very pleasantly surprised at what it does for your self-esteem and what it does for your self-confidence. So very, very interesting, Cancerians, absolutely. And for the theme for the month ahead, I think it's basically saying to you that, and obviously the tarot will give us the story, but I think it's saying to you that during the month of October, you're going to notice, or you're going to have to be acknowledging the past times where you've had to dig deep and find strength, courage, and conviction, and bring that back into your current day situation. Very, very interesting indeed. I can't wait to see how that pans out for you. But let's have a look at our tarot. So the first card that I have got for you here is a card that tells you the lesson that September taught you. So what was the objective of September? What was the big lesson that September had in store for you? And what we've got here is the 8 of discs with a key phrase of dedication. Now, you all know what the word dedication means, but now I want to just elaborate on that ever so slightly. Dedication for me is not necessarily something that you want to do, but something that you feel like you need to do, that you must. It's almost like I want to add obligation to it, okay? So dedication is the effort that you put into doing a thing. So if you are dedicated to something, whether you believe it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. You are dedicated, you're going to do it anyway, okay? It's like almost committed. But when you are dedicated to a person, it means you do believe in them. It means that you do uphold what their belief system is, or what the foundation is, etc. And you are dedicated to that within your own life and within their life. So the lesson of September means that you might have had a couple of experiences during the month where your dedication was tested, challenged. Maybe even you suddenly looked at things from a different point of view and said, hold a second, I'm adjusting my dedication. I'm adjusting what I stand for, what I believe is important and significant. I want to bring this into it. Spend time, I can't read it from up here, recognizing all the brave things that you've achieved in your life. And maybe that's why last month was all about dedication, about understanding the dedication that you have to people, to situations, to circumstances, and possibly even re-evaluating those. So now we can start looking and seeing how recognizing all the brave things that you have achieved in your life, to recognize and to understand the dedication that you have to yourself. All right, interesting. I am going to come back to that card later, and I want to look at these 3 cards across the bottom here next. These 3 cards are going to give us the details for October for all Cancerian energy. So we're looking at what you should avoid, what you should embrace, and what you need to pursue, what you need to follow through or chase during the month of October. So let's start off with what you should avoid. So Cancerians, what should you not be getting involved in, and what you should be avoiding during the month of October? And we have got instigation, the Prince of Wands. Let me show you. Prince of Wands, instigation. So when we instigate something, we trigger it, we start it, we make it come to life, we make it start, okay? And this is something that you need to avoid. Dedication means you're stable, you're committed, you're always there. That was last month. Excuse me. This month, we're not focusing on initiating anything, starting anything. We need to be holding back on that. I want to remind you of all the brave things that you've achieved in your life, and that's the focus for the month ahead. It's not about being brave now. That's not what October is about. October is not about starting something and being brave now. October is about recognizing how we've been brave in the past and our past actions and behaviors. So we need to avoid. This is not a good time to start any new projects or any new situations or any new things. All right, Cancerians, no projects, no starting, nothing. Continuing with stuff, yes, sure, but no instigations, no starting, no triggering, no, any of that for the month. What you should be doing instead, we have got the Ace of Discs, which is a key word of wealth. What you should be doing instead is focusing on finances, okay? So embrace your financial situation. Embrace money. Money in all its shapes and forms. Embrace money in the best way that you can. Let your focus be dedicated to money, on how difficult it has been in the past, how brave you've been, and how you've worked through stuff and how you've gotten through stuff. But we're going to embrace new income, because this is the Ace of Discs, which is about new money, new income, new revenue coming through. And that's where the focus. And if you haven't already started that, don't start it now, because remember, we're avoiding instigation, but what we are doing is we're focusing on our finances. So it's about getting your ducks in a row. It's about making sure that you've got all your policies and everything in place the way that it needs to, and recognizing how you've suffered or sacrificed in the past in order to get to the situation you have now. So focus on that, work with that, and get that all sorted out during the month of October. And this is something that you need to pursue, something that you need to follow through, something that you need to initiate for the month. And we've got the Ace of Swords, which is about clear thinking, clarity. Ace of Swords is about ideas and opportunities and things like that. So pursue that. It doesn't mean you're instigating it. Okay, there's a very big difference. And I think this is so fascinating the way that it's coming through. There's a big difference between instigating and having the inspiration. Receiving the inspiration, being inspired, and doing something about it are two completely separate things. But I definitely think, Cancerians, for you, there's change in the air. All right. If I look at what we've got here as a collective, there's definitely change in the air. In order for you to embrace this change, in order for you to allow this change, you need to look at your past and see how brave you've been and how much you've achieved and how much you've accomplished in your life. We looked last month was about dedication, where we didn't question anything. We were just so dedicated to our jobs, to our families, to our cause, to our everything. We were just so dedicated last month, which was great. But this month, we're changing things up a little bit, okay? This month, we're starting to look at things from a different perspective, from a different vantage point. Money becomes the focus, and ideas and strategies going forward connected to the money, but we're not starting anything in this month. All right. We have got one card left, Cancerians, and this is just an additional message from Spirit, just anything else that Spirit felt we needed to talk about, we needed to share. Let's see what it is. You've got the Queen of Wands, and look at her key phrase, vibrancy. And isn't she just so beautifully vibrant? I love her power pose. I'm going to call it a power pose, with her arms out, and she's just sort of embracing life, and she's just saying, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know where my boundaries are. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I know who I am. Vibrancy is also about realizing, and this is exactly the message that Spirit had for you, Cancerians, is to recognize that, you're a lot braver and stronger than you realize. You are a lot better than you realize. But you always put yourself down. You're the first one to talk yourself down. You're the first one to be hard on yourself. And this is Spirit saying there's no need for that. There is absolutely no need. You are vibrant. Stand tall, chin up, shoulders back, the drill. Do all of those things and know that you are actually pretty amazing. pretty amazing. But definitely the month of October, it's not about starting anything. It's about checking in with yourself. It's about having the ideas, having the inspiration, putting everything in place, putting everything in the way that it needs to be so that things can happen in the way that they need to happen. All right, Cancerians, we do have one more card. This is an oracle card. So let's turn it over and see how it relates to the overall message that we have. It's about awareness, absolutely. You know what? I couldn't come up with the word. Spirit gave me the word awareness. And it says, look beyond what you can see. And that's what these two cards are saying. That's what that card is saying. That's what that card is saying. It's definitely October for you, Cancerians, is about awareness. It's not about doing anything. We're not doing anything. We're just going to be aware of our finances, aware of our strategies, ideas, our plans, etc. But we're also going to start becoming aware of how powerful we are, how powerful you are, how vibrant and powerful and dynamic you are, and how you actually can take on the whole world. Like, it's no issue, it's no problem. You can take it all on, and it's going to be pretty damn awesome. So, Cancerians, for the month of October, I feel like you just need to have your eyes open. You need to be aware. You need to pay attention to what you have already achieved and what you have already accomplished, how far you've already come, and all the things that you've already done. Recognize that dedication is last month. Dedication and loyalty and all of that, that's gone. We're now looking at ourselves. And that's the most important thing for you to be focusing on right now. All right, Cancerians, thank you for being with me today. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.